The Gist with Oscar Msomi.
Good day and welcome to your favorite radio station. It is, of course, Voice on the Move Radio, and this is The Gist with Oscar Msomi. It's a brand new installment that we have for you today, the second installment, and it's definitely going to be a beautiful one. I can definitely guarantee you that. Yes, of course, we're going to be doing the same old thing that we need to do. You know, we justify the week, as it were. This show, if I may define it for you again, because I will have to, as it is The Gist. We basically look at everything that is happening in your country, around the world, in the current affairs space, and also in the entertainment space. We basically look at all of those stories that were hot and happening, and we basically culminate them down to a point where we simplify them for you and bring them to you in a beautiful package, as it were. Of course, it is Voice on the Move Radio, and we are streaming live right now on all social media platforms, especially there on YouTube, where you can subscribe and even catch up on this episode if you happen to be busy at this moment and maybe not available. We're right there, of course, on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, on all social media platforms, actually, you can definitely find us. And looking at the stories that we're going to be covering today, I know Anele Zuma today is going to be helping us in that regard. She's a part of the family. We're going to be looking at the stuff that is happening. I know that we do have some stuff about the budget speech. Anele, how are you doing today?
Fine, how are you, Oscar?
No, I'm good, Anele. We do have some stuff that is happening about the budget speech. I know that a lot of people were actually worried about the fact that we were almost hit with a 2% hike. You got some stuff for us in that regard, isn't it?
Yeah, we're going to touch on how the public reacted to the 2% increase of the VAT, and also see how other parties, political parties that are working closely with the GNU and the leading government reacted to the 2% increase.
Of course. That just being one of the stories, another one that was really worrisome, I think a lot of people were also very bothered by it, that Zenzo nightclub, something really gory was going on in that part of the town.
Well, that's a sensitive part of the current affairs. For someone who saw the videos could tell you that there were brutal activities there. We're going to touch on that and the recent updates on what the police have found and how many victims have come forward to the police station.
Oh, you're going to give us all of those beans. I want them to be spilled. We want to know what's really happening in that part of the world. Starlink and South Africa. Oh, man, that's our guy there, Elon Musk. He's supposed to be our family, isn't he? He's supposed to be our boy. He's born right here, isn't he?
He is supposed to, but seemingly he's not having it, So
not at all.
Yeah, with the ICASA issue and the Starlink company, while Musk wants to launch the Starlink in South Africa and the ICASA,
they're not having it.
They're not having it. So they want to be part of the ownership.
Of course,
and Musk is not having that.
I think he's not having it at all. Sex offenders. I'm actually not even going to go on this one. I think it's going to be quite a drag. That sex offenders registry, I believe that is going to be released sometime end of February.
Well, yeah, it was announced. The Ministry of Justice did announce that the list of the sex offenders will be available publicly by the end of the month. But then, we're going to touch on the acts that are a barrier to the release of the list.
I know that
Act and everything.
Absolutely. Yeah. And the last one, of course, is that AFBOB. Man, those claims. I think we've been seeing one of these stories come about every now and then now, where these people go and make a claim and apparently they're not even granted access. If that's not the case, this thing that happened, like the lady here for 23 years paying for a service, and they only gave her what? How much was it? 4,000?
It's 4,000. Yeah, it's 4,000. They've been paying for the funeral policy for 23 years, and only to find out the payout is 4,000. Imagine, that's really crazy.
That's really.
Actually, it's not only about the funeral policies. You could find car insurances facing those same issues.
Yeah, of course. Now, we're definitely going to be expanding on all of those stories, and you don't want to be away from this particular show. It's Voice on the Move Radio, and this is The Gist with Oscar Msomi. Make sure that you're part of the family. It's going to be a really beautiful show. I can most certainly guarantee you that. But while we keep things as they are, I always tell people that if you're not part of this family, then you have no idea what you're missing out on, because the music that we drop here is so refreshing and amazing. It just drives you crazy. It drives me crazy. I know that for sure. Here's one that I really love, and I'm sure that you're pretty much going to enjoy it. It's Timo. Mina Nawe is the title track. And of course, it's featuring DJ XP and Dandogazi. Make sure that you enjoy.
Mamelala, uwenje isithando sami ngizokuphatha kahle sondela njube nami ngizokuhlonipha ngikunika uthando lwami nominini baby hlala nami mamelala uwenje isithando sami ngizokuphatha kahle sondela njube nami ngizokuhlonipha ngikunika uthando lwami now baby so hlale siso labangafu bazoze basibo uthando lwethu baby lunamandla for sure beke basime labana foko mina now baby so hlale siso labangafu bazoze basibo uthando lwethu baby lunamandla for sure beke basime labana foko papa. Ah, yeah. Hey, papa. Ah, yeah. Hey, papa. Ah, yeah. Hey, papa. Mamelala, nguwe nje isithandwa sami. Ngizokuphatha kahle, sondela nje ube nami. Ngizokuhlonipha ngikunika uthando lwami. Noma inini baby hlala nami. Mamelala, nguwe nje isithandwa sami. Ngizokuphatha kahle, sondela nje ube nami. Ngizokuhlonipha ngikunika uthando lwami. Noma inini baby hlala nami.
As you can definitely tell, we keep things fresh and they're definitely pumping. It's exactly where you find it on Voice on the Move Radio. Basically, not a single person does it like we do. The kind of music that we bring to you is absolutely fresh. And the reason we pride ourselves in it too is because not a single person really does it like we do. You see, we actually opened the platform for all of these artists to actually come in. I mean, for far too long, we've had artists, being highly rotated on many radio stations. Most of the times, we don't even understand why, because even their music is not so great, if you understand what I mean. But as you can tell, the stuff that we have here is absolutely fresh and robust. And what really makes us happy is that it's absolutely organic. It's fresh music that has never been heard out there. And you also have a chance of doing the same. You can actually drop us your music by sending it to VM Radio at Voice on the Move Radio. Actually, I'm going to give you that email address correctly. And you can send us that email address with your music in MP3 format, and we'll add it into our playlist. It's basically that easy. Song in the background that you're listening to is Stimo, and it's Mina Nawe. On this particular song, he's featuring DJ XP and Untandogazi. It's exclusive to your favorite radio station. That's Voice on the Move Radio and The Gist. We're basically going to go for a small ad break. And immediately after coming back from that ad break, we're going to give you more music, because that's exactly what we're known for.
You're listening to The Voice on the Move.
Sanibonani, igama lami nguNomfundo Mcoyi wase icebo lethu group. Ngihlala ngilalele iVoice on the Move Radio.
The Voice on the Move Radio.
It is absolutely true. Voice on the Move Radio, and this is exactly where the future lives. The name is Oscar Msomi, and you can make sure that you find us on all social media platforms. We're basically just sitting out there waiting for you to come through and be part of the family. You can follow us on all social media platforms. Subscribing on YouTube is even better, because there you'll get notifications of even the shows and podcasts that you might end up missing from this particular radio stations. It's not just this show, but there's a lot of other shows that you're still going to learn about on this particular platform. What really makes this radio station special is because we also givers at the same breath. At this particular moment, if you comment on YouTube, If you comment on YouTube, you'll be very lucky by the fact that you'll score yourself 5 gigabytes. The only thing you have to do is leave a comment telling us exactly why you deserve to win the 5 gigabytes of data. And we will call you back so that we can get all of that information, and your data will be there ready for you to utilize in any way that you possibly can. Yazi abantu abanye bake bathatha ama-data badlale ngawe ama-videos and just play games. Some people use it for good causes. Some look for imisebenzi, some actually apply, start businesses. There's a lot that you can do with the data these days. You can actually make it, benefit you in some kind of way. So be smart about it and make sure that you drop us a comment. We are actually live and streaming right now. Be part of the experience by leaving us that comment, telling us exactly what you would do with that 5 gigabytes of data, and where you're calling us from, or where at least you commenting from. You're also able to send us messages. We are there on WhatsApp. Drop us a voice note, and we'll play it online. You are able to do all of these things. Going back to that first point that I was just referring to, if you are running a business and you are part of the industry of maybe you're producing something, maybe there's a product that you're selling, for them to utilize. You go to any other platform that is out there. It's not that I'm bashing them or anything like that, but you go to any other platform that is out there and you ask them to actually give you that small opportunity to go to now advertise about into so that they can say something about it. They'll tell you that you don't qualify because they only work with certain industries and companies. On this particular radio station, that's Voice on the Move Radio, we say bring it on. Give us what you have. Tell us what you have. Sell your product with us. Bring it here. There's a beautiful, advertising campaign. There's a beautiful team here that's going to be able to put together an advert for you. And in that way, your brand and product, maybe your service, is out there for masses to receive it. And that's where you'll be growing your market worth. It is Oscar Msomi on your favorite radio station, Voice on the Move Radio. It's music, man. It's music. That's what we're definitely known for. And at this particular moment, we're definitely going to be doing that. Let's check out a beautiful song right now. It's a lovely song that I'm pretty sure you're gonna love. It's one of those exclusive songs that you only find on this particular radio station. It's Brown Sugar featuring Lee Ron Malgus. The song is crazy, absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, she hold my attention, baby, not to mention the way that you smile with your eyes. Yeah, we got that connection. Got that connection. Only have eyes for you, and I know that you feel me too. When you call me, I'll be there in a hurry. I only have eyes for you, and I know that you feel me too. Me no want nobody, but you say no, no, no. My love and my baby girl, you know you drive me crazy. My love and my baby girl, you know you drive me crazy. Confidence like Beyonce, and you move her body like oh na na na. See, I can't take my eyes off you, girl. You light up the room, and you drive me crazy. Oh na 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 na. My love and my baby girl, you know you drive me crazy. My love and my baby girl, you know you drive me crazy.
kulo muntu engizwana naye ngoba ngiyabona ukuthi uyamthanda kanti nami ngiyamthanda uyohlale ngowa isikhathi eside mina nawe sithandana baby isikhathi eside mina nawe sithandana baby ngibonga abaphansi abangiboni sewena waze wavuka umuzi wakithi ngiyabonga ngiyabonga ukhule ngenzele kona othando thando khula njalo njalo engizwana naye ngoba ngiyabona ukuthi uyamthanda nje kanti nami ngiyamthanda uyohlala ntombazane cela ungiphe lonke uthando lwakho ngizojabula uma wena uhlezi useduze nami and akekho omunye odlula wena baby omunye baby uma ngibona wena ngibona inkanyezi zezulu ukuba uyazi usehlizweni yami akekho omunye ofana nawe baby thando khula njalo kulo muntu engizwana naye kulo muntu ngoba ngiyabona ukuthi uyamthanda kanti nami ngiyamthanda baby uyohlale ngowa
Of course, you haven't made a mistake at all by coming to this favorite radio station of yours. It's Voice on the Move Radio with Oscar Msomi. And this particular show, it's The Gist with Oscar, where we actually bring everything together for you in a nice package where you can just, have a feel of how exactly things go around here. I know that we're not only, grown and known for, talking about stuff that is happening in the current affairs, but we also look at what is happening in the entertainment space as well.
more about the budget speech, the pressure is on. Like they have to look at this increase and also try by all means to find common ground, in agreeing whether they are still increasing the 2% VAT or they are finding alternative ways to,
Get that money.
focus, yes, get that money and stabilize the economy without having to implement the 2% VAT and affect the public, the poor, and also more especially the working class.
I think it's absolutely unfair. I mean, South Africans have already been taking on so much. Oh, what matter, we're not even employed. I mean, some of us are out here looking for employment and we're not even getting that opportunity. Apparently, 350 is all that a South African is worth. That's why they were able to give us that little bit of a bag, which is just lumped people away and made them, feel like it's okay. Since I've got this 350, it's fine. But it looks like we're going to be losing even some of that 350 because if VAT goes up to 17%, it's still going to be chowing on anything that you're going to purchase at the shop. That was not just the only thing that ended up happening. There was that hot mic moment that happened as well, Anele. I believe Ukodongwane was there just, going on, but now the mics were presumed to be off. We know that they were absolutely not off. And some of the beans were spilled out there. The commissioner and Ukodongwane, what was that part about?
It was during the media briefing after the budget speech was postponed, and you could hear the minister saying that he was angered by the commissioner.
Is it?
Yes. And as much as he didn't explain more as to what angered him exactly, he spoke to the SABC afterwards and he explained that what he was talking about was the fact that the commissioner was busy saying that if the government could give him money, there wouldn't be even any need to increase the 2% VAT, So he mentioned that people who have the commissioner's WhatsApp number.
I said, we're discussing, even here, he comes up with this rubbish. I said, how will it help me on the 19th, even now on the 12th? He did not know that we've made provision for him for 3.5 in the new arrangement. But that 3.5 now is gone.
Yes, no, all right, you finally keep. What happened in the end?
Hey, please, I'll tell you what's very exciting. I want to go and just check out that clip right now. Let's go check it out for a second.
I'm glad you took the question about the commissioner. You answered it much better than I would have been able.
Oh no, I was a bit, I was worried I should not be angry.
No, you
wanted to go. No, but you did well.
Yeah. No, you did well. No, he's making me angry.
Yes, it's whatever.
I said, we're discussing, even here, he comes up with this rubbish. I said, how will it help me on the 19th, even now on the 12th?
Yes.
He did not know that we've made provision for him for 3.5 in the new arrangement. But that 3.5 now is gone.
Yes, all right, you finally keep. What happened in the end?
That was quite refreshing. I don't know what really happens when our politicians, and this happens all the time. I don't think it was the first incident where they just start going on thinking, the mic is off now, and then we find out more from what they're not even trying to tell us. It's quite a sad one. But at least we know that the relationship is not butchered in any way. Apparently, Basa right. It's just that we have this delay. Anything about this speech and what's going to happen about it now? Because we heard that they're proposing the 12th, is it?
Yeah, the second or the budget speech that was supposed to be presented on Wednesday was postponed to the 12th of March. So the reason, or the main reason that we were told is the reason for the postponement is that the political parties involved in the coalition or the JNU had disagreements. Take, for instance, the DA was opposing to the 2% VAT increase. So actually what's confusing is that how come did they announce that there was going to be a presentation of the budget speech if they didn't agree on specific policies and announcements?
That's really
as
worrying.
The coalition, it's really confusing. But then, we are waiting for them to discuss and find common ground and agree on one thing so that they come back to the public and present the budget speech on agreed key policies.
That's just one of those hot stories right there. The other one that follows thereafter is the Zenzo nightclub. I mean, South Africans obviously saw the videos that were circulating. Horrible stuff. I'm actually going to just allow you to give us the statement on this one. But I know that EFF, which is the one thing that I wanted to bring to the forefront, EFF has always had this thing of being robust, They're quite instrumental in making sure that they clamp down on whatever nonsense they feel is not worthy of being open in public. We know that they actually made their appearance there after that those videos were circulating, Ayo Izenzopa. What was the story behind that stuff?
Right after the videos went viral and everybody knew it, and the political parties were urging the law enforcement to act on those abusive activities that were seen on the video. The EFF went to Zanzo Club. They were protesting outside for the club pending the investigations. So that protest, after that protest, it prompted to 3 victims coming forward to the police station and opening a criminal case related to the videos, I think, as the victims who were reporting the cases. So far, we have 5 victims who have come forward and reported the case. And also, there has been an arrest of a 41-year-old Congolese man who is believed that he was a bouncer, he was one of the bouncers on the video who were abusing the patrons. So this shows that there is progress. So if one of the culprits is caught, then that will lead to more culprits being caught and brought to justice. But what the public wants more is to see Stephen Cohen, who is the owner, being brought to book and questioned so that they can hear the side of his story. He did release a statement distancing himself from the activities, but then as an owner, he needs to take accountability because that's his club and those bouncers are his employees. So he needs to answer for their activities.
Absolutely. Yes, it is The Gist with Oscar Msomi on your favorite radio station. And of course, we bring you all of those hot topics as you would have them. We would really would love for you to tell us how you feel about the show and how it's going for you out there. And leave us those comments, of course. We really love getting those comments. When we get those comments, it makes it easy for us because we can even play those voice notes online for you to tell us how you actually feel and to comment on the topics that we have for you as well. We go around the world and we come back in so many times. It's actually an exciting time to be alive. I know, I would say, at the present moment, we are in a space where we need the internet. I mean, the world is such a robust place. But if you don't have the internet, it makes it even twice harder because everything is actually dependent on that now. If you're looking for a job, if you're starting a business, I think where I'm going with this is the fact that we have Elon Musk and his Starlink satellite. There was a stories going around that fact that he would have loved to do business with South Africa. That's Elon and his company there. But of course, he was put down or at least halted by ICASA and the regulations there. That's well, if you are doing business with South Africa, you need 30% as prescribed by the BEE. The policy clearly states that you have to have 30% given back to the historically disadvantaged individuals so that part of the business is also owned by the people so that while you are making that money as Starlink, you are also plowing back into the country. But the gentleman refused totally because it looks like nothing is going to happen. Reading some of the comments, or at least reading some of the stuff that was available in the network there, the South African government failed to meet the demands of Elon Musk to allow South Africa to have Starlink satellites they're condemning. It looks like that 30% is something that Elon is not willing to part with as this deal is not going anywhere. Anything that you might have picked up on this particular story, Anele?
Well, for Elon Musk and his company Starlink, his approach is like a win for the Starlink and a lose for the South Africa. So it's a win-lose situation. And according to ICASA, it should be a win-win situation. So their proposal for the 30% ownership is them saying we need to benefit on this program while you are benefiting. So we're only asking for the 30% ownership. Then Musk is not having that. And also the ICASA is not having the fact that Musk wants to benefit 100% of whatever comes out of this program. As much as it could help the public, I read somewhere that it reaches over 60 countries, the internet connection.
It's quite big.
So it could be something positive for the public. But then when you look at the BEE, which is the main campaign that's actually proposing the 30%, then that means they are not going to benefit. The only people who are going to benefit is Musk company, and he only wants the 100% ownership, and if it's not that, then he's out. He's not having
it.
that. Yeah, he even distanced himself from the discussions of the framework of the licensing. Oh, and also the multi-choice company also distanced itself from the discussions. So actually, as the ICASA behind the PEE and Musk behind the Starlink. So I think as much as this was going to be a positive program, but then if there are no agreements and a common ground found between the two companies, because now this is an indication of a rift between the company, the Starlink company, and the South African regulators.
It's really, really amazing time to be alive. We actually have those visuals right there on the screen next to me right there. On the right-hand side, as you can see, I don't know if any of you South Africans out there have actually seen the stuff that is flowing on the sky. I'm one of those people that actually, I look at the sky, stargaze, I love the moon and all of that stuff. And you actually see a lot of things. I've actually seen that string of lights glowing across the night sky. And I've asked a couple of people, they said, actually, it's out there. And if you look out, you will actually notice that it's true. It's actually happening. It's Voice on the Move Radio, and it is Oscar Msomi on your favorite radio station. This thing happens every single Sunday from 1 o'clock all the way till 1500. We give you beautiful music, lovely content, and we love those comments when they trickle in. It's absolutely amazing. I think we do have one of the comments there. We're just going to go to that screen there quickly to find out what that comment is. And there it is right there. Of course, that's Sports Maxery is saying that it's serving. They are loving the show out there, and they absolutely love it. It's a comment that has come through Facebook. Make sure that you do the same, and I will read that comment online as you would have it. And there's a story again. The things that happen in South Africa, they will just leave you, devastated there. Sex offenders registry. This is one of those that go against the Poppy Act, I believe. We did read that, the sex offenders registry is going to be made public. I think this thing has already been happening for a long time, where companies would assess out the people that have applied. I don't know if it's vetting or what's actually it's called, but these things do happen. But in this particular situation, the sex offenders registry being made public is not just going out to people who have the systems to check it out, but even if you're a girl and a guy is asking you out, you basically can Google them now and check if they've ever been implemented or implicated in any of these acts. And if Umbon would know his name is actually there, then you don't even have to date the monkey. He's obviously a horrible person. Yes, of course, this has actually had a lot of people worried, and they're going on about it. I mean, some are like, this puts out information that is supposed to be private, as the Puppy Act, says. I don't know what you found out about, Miss Anele there. Anything that you might have read about this thing, Puppy Act, and the registry being released?
Yeah, what's on the top actually is that the sex offenders registry list will be released by the end of the month, which is the end of February. So everyone can access it by the end of February. Like, not only the public sectors like schools and hospitals, like even I can access the list when I'm sitting at home and just, look at the list. And even, who knows, I can maybe come across a potential guy and then I see that, he's a sex offender. He's been previously convicted of such crime, That's actually helps the public to be vigilant on actually seeing even aspiring sex offenders, and also for schools and hospitals to be able to identify or assess the person that they are about to hire, whether they are suitable for children-friendly environment or mentally disabled people environment. So those are the positive factors of the release of the sex offenders list. But then looking at the POPIA Act, because it's strictly protects the personal data of people, then this release of the sex offenders list, it's just, it's not aligning with the POPIA Act. So releasing personal data of the sex offenders to the public is somewhat maybe a violation to the Act. So those are the things that are being a barrier to the release of the sex offenders list. But then, as the Ministry of Justice has announced that the list will be available publicly, then that means the list will be available publicly.
Oh, well, we're just waiting to see with bated breath. You know, this is actually going to happen. We are already crawling towards the end of the month. They said it's right at the end of February, so we just cannot wait to see what really happens. And I think some people are actually going to be surprised because I'm sure there are families that are just built out of, lies. Someone has never disclosed that they've got shenanigans in their wardrobe. And now it looks like stuff is going to come out. If anyone were to find out that they're dating anyone that has now appeared on the list, please do leave us a comment and tell us what you would do. That number is 074-517-4983. I'll repeat that number again. It's 074-517-4983. Another one that has really had people just going. And this is one of those stories that we had to cover. There's absolutely no way that we were not going to cover. Is one from Afpop. But before we even get to that story, more of those comments that are coming through. Spot Luxury, loving Anela's flow, makes it look so easy. And there we go. More of those comments. Oscar Madibusa, thank you so much, saying that the voice is absolutely amazing. Sebang Okulu, we absolutely love the fact that you're part of the experience. And anyone who's out there, actually do send those comments. We love receiving them. There's this thing that happened with Afpop. These things do happen all of the time. I think that people do put claims, kuma funeral covers, kuma life covers, vehicle insurance, and most of the time they actually do get happy. But the other percentage, they don't actually get any joy. Here's a lady here, as we had learned to go see, after Umawake was paying 23 years contributing towards an insurance cover, and 4,000 rand is all they had for her right there at the end of the day when it was time to bury her mother, which is quite a sad thing. And we did see the video. I think we're just going to go straight to that video so that you can also get to hear for yourself if you missed the story.
To bury my grandmother. My mom had covered both her parents with Avbob. My grandfather passed away, then my mama claimed. Then when my grandmother passed away, my mom claimed again. And they told her that they made a mistake and they gave her money that was supposed to be for my grandmother, and they gave her when she claimed for my grandfather. So now that my mom is claiming for her mother, they're saying we gave you that money. Not even once did they say sorry for the incompetence. They didn't apologize or anything. My mom has had that policy since 2003, but they gave her 4,000 rands to bury her mother and made no amends whatsoever to rectify the error that they made. How do I have a policy for like 22 years and you give me 4,000 rands to bury my mother? These are a scam. And mind you, since 2003, my mom has been paying for these policies every single month. But my grandparents get 4,000 rands. Like, what do you mean? And they
And I mean, it's absolutely a sad one. I mean, what do you even do with 4,000 rand? It doesn't even afford you a casket box. What do they call the fancy one, the not so fancy one? But you can't do anything with 4,000 rand. I mean, there's people coming in here, Amazon, Kalisa, and all of these things. And we have to pay Omasngcwabisane because, I mean, we really cannot save our money ourselves. And they are put out there so that they can take care of us. And and of course, the statement would be released on the 21st of February by Afbob. Basically, we deeply regret the distress caused by the concern raised in the TikTok video as the lady was just going on there. So, but at the same time, they're not taking any responsibility by the fact to get. No, they just feel like they did process the claim, although they paid out the claim to a person who was not the right one. And there's a big problem that is still sitting with the rest of the family. There's more comments on this. I'm sure that you would like to give us your comment. And you can do this, of course, on 074 517 4983. Anele, Yes, man. Now, so this is one of those horrible stories that we learned.
Yeah, actually, I'm busy processing the 4,000 amount. It's really crazy. Imagine for like over 22 years paying for the funeral policy only to find out that the payout is only 4,000. What are you gonna do with
What do you do with that money?
With the 4,000? Like you have to make funeral preparations. In this economy, food is very expensive, and 4,000 won't do anything.
It doesn't get you anywhere.
There are people who are going to be attending the funeral. You have to serve them with food, actually, and you have to do preparations and everything. So this is not only tarnishing the funeral policy image, but it also questioning their credibility.
You understand?
Like for someone who's thinking of opening a funeral policy insurance with AVBOB, now we'll be like, okay, let's say I do open the funeral policy, but then what if I become the same victim of the same situation? What am I going to do? Because now I'm investing my money, my hard work money to the funeral policy, so that whenever a situation comes across my family, I can be able to say, no, I have AVBOB to support me with funeral preparations and everything.
Yeah.
So this not only happens with the funeral policies, but it also happens with maybe the car insurance policies. Whenever maybe you want to claim, they will just tell you that they are expenses that you were not aware of. There are expenses,
the underwriting, the fine print.
And now you're just like, okay, now I wasn't aware of that. I wasn't told anything. But now when I need help, at the moment, at the last minute, you are telling me that there were expenses that I wasn't aware of. So that's just a very huge problem for the funeral policies and whatever policy people are working with and paying and investing their money to.
Absolutely. And just reading some of the comments that are coming in, people need to understand that if you take a 2.5 policy, even if you pay for 30 years, you'll only get 2.5. I think that's just one of the things, Abantu, that really do not get to Guti. It doesn't add up. If it's a premium and if they told you, Guti, this cover that you're paying for is only for 10,000 rand, you can pay for 100 years. Even if that 100 years is over, is over the 10,000 that they would have promised you, they're still going to give you 10,000 rands. More on those comments. Tulani Ndaba says, care to explain yourself with a detailed statement? AVBOB, they wanted that statement. And here's another one there from Anthony. I have an AVBOB policy and they helped me bury my sister smoothly. They collected the body, they stored her respectfully, provided vegetables, airtime, some cash money, the casket. No upgrade was needed and the whole thing went smoothly. So you can clearly see my views about our family. While another one is not happy, the other one thinks that things are running absolutely smoothly. And that's just some of the stuff that we are able to bring to you, as it were. It's, of course, Voice on the Move Radio. And this is the kind of stories that just have our heads mixed up to a point where we have to actually just bring it to the forefront. But, of course, while we bring all of these news to you, it's the music that really keeps the juices flowing. There's Tandiwe right here, featuring Lisa, Don Peru, and Sir George. Lovely song right here. Enjoy.
Sibela bazama ukusilisa bafuna ukubona izinto zethu zona zifilisa ohlabangani noma amaqikisi ayiphila lawo phela dali ayangeke basimele ngeke basiphethe ayigama lakho nguthandiwe ayendi mina mfuni lutho ngawe aye angithi lolu Eyes open while you stand on Eyes on the jacket, Tambolani, timbalani, bambolani. Tandeng nalo for when I'm a baby langolwani. Tanola con la pilisa. Pele siba lava zamu kusplit. Bafuna ukubona izinto zethu zona zifilisi. Kuhlabangani ngoma maqiki. Tambolani, timbalani, bambolani. Tandeng nalo for when I'm a baby langolwani. Tanola con la pilisa. Pele siba lava zamu kusplit. Bafuna ukubona izinto zethu zona zifilisi. Kuhlabangani ngoma maqiki. Standing now, love when I'm a big. That's a long call, rock in a dick. I'm getting now, a belly in a kissing kick. Ten man, no my eating go when I'm full of this chapule. In a so baby, I so baby. Standing now, love when I'm a big. That's a long call, rock in a dick. I'm getting now, a belly in a kissing kick. Ten man, no my eating go when I'm full of this chapule. In a so baby. I ingunda phakathi ngoba phela wena uliphakathi Kishen yakho ngona ngiphakathi
Yazi manginawe sanda sam Ngifisa konke okuhle ayokuningi Wena ugcwalisela imizwa yami I feel happy when you have to smile for me Ayangifuna maningi angikalingenteni Lethu uthando lwakho ngenze ngibubambo lwakho Angifuna maningi Please tell me uzobuya nini I've been longing for a day with you
Tambolani, timbalani, bambolani Tandeng nalo for when I'm a baby ngangolwandle Thando lwakho lapilisa Mele sabasiwe lapho zamukusplit Bafuna ukubona izinto zethu zona zifilisi Kohlabangani ngoma maqikisi
It's radio like you've never heard it before. It's your favorite radio station, Voice on the Move Radio. The name of the show is The Gist. And of course, I'm Oscar Msomi. That's the man behind the mic. And we're going to be doing this thing every single Sunday where we come here together and enjoy music and more music. And of course, the great content that we bring for you. Looking at the time right now, it's only 8 minutes after 2 o'clock. And we still have so much in store. We're going to have some sports coming through with Mo. And of course, we have some entertainment news as well. But while we are on that, we shall enjoy some music, as it were. African Sun, Sound Mind. Do enjoy.
You say you love me. Through the winter, yeah, you'll hug me. Told me not to worry. And you'll always be around me. That music loud, feel it in the crowd. That time is now. African drive, African pride. Oh, the African life, better, it defines me. You know where to find me. Deep down in the bottom. Oh, believe it. Africa is calling, can you hear it? Now you're in the jungle, we can celebrate. From these sun-kissed plains, we can elevate. I'm so blessed under the sun of Africa. Under the sun, yeah. Such a fresh breath of air over here, yeah. Over here, yeah. The music loud, on in the crowd. Oh, African, yeah. African king, African dreaming. Helele mama, Africa, we are African children. The Africa life, oh, it's decisive. Where to find it, deep down in the barn. And believe, please believe me, don't be afraid of that feeling. Out here in the jungle, we can celebrate. I'm so glad under the sun of Africa. I am an African son. Such a phrase to be. The music, feel it. The time is there. Africa, music, feel it in the crowd. African drive, African pride. The beautiful clouds and the skies on the gold on the hills, yeah. The beautiful clouds and the skies on the gold on the
It's the best in music, absolutely amazing music that you only find on your favorite radio station. It's The Gist with Oscar Msomi, and of course, Voice on the Move Radio is the radio station that you're currently tuned into. Make sure that you're part of the family. Don't ever go nowhere. Make sure that you find your permanent residence on this particular estate. It's absolutely amazing and it's absolutely fresh. No one does it like we do, and we pride ourselves in it. It's stuff that we do that really makes us exclusive, as we bring you sports as well. And I do have Mo on the other side who's remotely conversing with us, and she's going to be giving us the updates on everything that is happening in the sports world. Mo, I hope you're good. How are you doing today?
Dumela, Buti. I'm good, thanks. And how are you? There's surprisingly still a drizzle as it stands, but the sun is out. So Tina Kaya Mugunjena, we say the monkeys are getting married. So I just hope they're enjoying themselves wherever they are, because we thought it was going to be a nice sunny day, and then Sundays are for lovers. All of a sudden, it's raining. All right, let's kick it off. We're going to start off with some football, where we see the Minister of Sports, Arts and Culture, Ogaton McKenzie, has made a commitment last year to introducing VAR into the PSL. And as soon as April, that's when he said he would be doing that. And then a few days ago, he did go ahead to highlight that his promise still stands. Of course, we saw since 2023, there have been demands for the VAR to be implemented in the PSL. In September of the previous year, McKenzie did disclose Oguti, the South African Football Association, was getting ready to make a payment to facilitate the introduction of VAR in PSL. Of course, this season there have been a lot of instances where we see our referees have made questionable decisions and that have affected the outcome of the games. Soon, a few days later, we see that the MTN
VAR is coming. I don't care who's against it. As the minister, I'm saying it's coming. They said that no.
Mm, mm. Well, we're still looking forward for it to finally make its landing and actually stay, because I think most of the issues that we see of AMA referees, it creates a lot of conversation around whether the referees have actually been bought for a specific team in that fixture. We have match fixing that's going on as well. So for VAR to be in SA for the PSL would be really nice, because we get a more clear show Uguti. Was that a corner? Was that an offside? Was it actually a goal? It is going to assist us very much, and we hope by April we see the implementation of VAR in the PSL. I would personally like it, because there are questionable decisions that these referees are making, and that's Lisa sometimes, honestly speaking. Mm, mm.
VAR is coming. I don't care who's against it. As the minister, I'm saying it's coming. They said they had no money for VAR. I, as the minister in the government of national unity, we shall make the money available for VAR. Yes, as soon as the new one comes. Oh, you must still remember, I'm still on the old budget. But if the new one comes, I made a promise to say VAR will be here in April. April is coming. The corrupt will be against VAR. The ones that fake injuries and fake penalties is coming to an end. VAR is coming. Without a doubt, VAR is coming. As I've promised, I will never go back on my promise.
Highlight. Highlight those who are corrupt. It's going to be a good one. So we're literally counting down to April, where we're going to see the implementation. Of course, like I said earlier, SAFA has been trying to facilitate it by having the funds available. But Oscar, I'm going to move on to the next football update, where we see match day 3 of the Betway Premiership featured Mamelodi Sundowns facing off against TS Galaxy at the Lucas Moripe Stadium in Pretoria this Saturday. And Sundowns definitely dominated that one, and they concluded the match with a 4-1 win on their home turf. Of course, the Tshwane Giants sought redemption of a defeat they faced earlier this season against the Rockets. The Brazilians, of course, in their true tradition, made their intentions known by scoring a quick goal in the first minute via Upita Shalulile, and the Giants have then increased their lead in the 7th minute, of course, causing chances of TS Galaxy securing a victory in this match to diminish by the second. Let's look at some highlights in the video that is upcoming of the goals that were scored. Mm. All right, we're still going to stick with some football, where we then see, still sticking with it, we saw Orlando Pirates take on Cape Town City and return to glory with a full-time score of 2-1. This fixture, of course, saw the Pirates display a good attacking side throughout the game, which definitely built on some pressure for Cape Town City. Of course, Cape Town City tried to balance out their defense and had it managed for a bit in the second half. However, a close-range effort from a substituted Musele sealed a win for Amabagabaga in just 2 minutes from full time. Of course, this win for Pirates put necessary pressure on the league leaders, which are Mamelodi Sundowns. We're going to take a look at the video very soon, but just to catch up with Oscar, we see Mamelodi Sundowns and Pirates are, competing a bit. And as we know, Mamelodi Sundowns are currently, we can say, the top football team in South Africa.
They used to be.
I was waiting for that one. I was waiting for that one.
We're going to have to expand on that. And the videos, today our technicalities are really just butchering. I don't think we're gonna have any of those visuals, but I'm sure that our people out there, the listeners, are absolutely aware of the thing that is happening. I'm really not sure what makes you say that. What is that? Pirates is the best. Are they?
I stand to be corrected. It is debatable because we have Kaizer Chiefs who have a very rich history. We have Pirates who also have a rich history. And then Mamelodi Sundowns is still upcoming. And surprisingly enough, during the week, we had brilliant Kuzwayo, who is a former South African footballer. He was one of our top goalkeepers, Lana South Africa. And if he weren't injured, he'd probably still be on the top rankings, the South African goalkeepers. And he said, Uguti Mamelodi Sundowns team Engani, and that he will not fold. Did Twitter not go crazy in just 2 hours? They went for his career, they went for everything, and they forget, Uguti, having a big team isn't just about your performance in that season. It's about your fan base. It's about how full the stadiums get when you're actually playing a game, which Mamelodi Sundowns is still trying to catch up with. Yes, they have all the financial resources. They have everything that they need. But getting that fan base is the problem that is still being dealt with. And again, some of the fan base from Mamelodi Sundowns, we're actually getting them from converts that were Pirates and Kaizer Chiefs. So we can't really say good to them being 100% Mamelodi Sundowns. But that is also what I have for now. We shall catch up again very soon. Thank you, Oscar.
Thank you so much. It's more on the other side there, giving us the sports. And of course, that's the kind of stuff that you like. Thank you so much for being part of the experience, Mo. Until next week, we're going to be doing the same. All right.
Until next week, see you then.
100%. You're still tuned into your favorite radio station. It is Voice on the Move Radio. And of course, this is the stuff that we bring for you. Tools is a song that you're going to be enjoying at the present moment. Umzaleiphi, is it DJ Pierce and X Dark Silver featuring Zeni? A song that you're definitely going to love. Do enjoy. Yes, of course, it is your favorite radio station, Voice on the Move Radio. Of course, we give you all kinds of bangers, stuff that you would really not expect on a Sunday, is it? It bangs though, doesn't it? Absolutely. That's a lovely song right there. Tools, Umsazelapi, and DJ Pierce. Duck Silver featuring Teni. A lovely song that you definitely only get on this radio station, which is yours. It is The Gist on Voice on the Move Radio. We are the future. Now remember, you're also able to do the same. You can absolutely send us your music in MP3 format. I know that you do have someone who's in your family, you know, someone who's absolutely beautiful in making music, who's got pipes for days. But they only do this thing and they share music with that guy and that guy from church and that guy from work. And then the music rotates in the USBs and it never goes anywhere. If you want your music to be put in a pedestal, in a platform that is going to make your music allowed, you know, to get to other people's ears, to a lot of people's ears, then this is exactly where you want to send that music. It's Voice on the Move Radio. And of course, we are right here in Hillcrest. We definitely will be able to add it into our playlist. It's a lot of stuff that we always look out for. And some of that stuff is the comments that you might have for us. As you can see right now on the screen right there, there's a QR code that you can scan. If you scan that QR code, it makes things very easy for you. You scan it, you jump into the screen with me and you can comment and even, you know, do the broadcasting with me. We can talk together through the big screen right now as it is. Of course, it is Oscar Msomi. Make sure that you follow us on all social media platforms and you can do the same. You can follow me as well, Oscar Msomi, on all social media platforms. So we're basically right here just serving you all the stuff that you would need on a Sunday. Looking at the time right now, of course, 26 minutes after 2 o'clock, and it's entertainment news. Entertainment news. While we were sorting out the show, my producer is like, why are we putting this particular topic under entertainment when it should actually go under current affairs and news? I'm like, no, this is entertainment news. This one right here. We have Umamu Nora. There she is, lovely. We have Umamu Nora Mahlangu. Yes. This one was unexpected. You know, you look at people and, you know, a book can really sell a story that is unjustifiable sometimes. She's really respectable. You can see, you know, she's one of those ladies that you would even, you know, would encourage you to come to church next week. But look at what's going on this particular moment. And Lababa NC, they do this all the time. I don't know why we never learn. If I want to get into any kind of shady business, I'd make sure that I keep the cameras as far away as possible because it's shady business, isn't it? So I don't want it to be out there. But no, apparently it's more nicer, juicier, more exciting perhaps when it's recorded. So they do these things. Gigabyte not so long ago, I can see that he's making a lot of cameo these days. He's coming back. I think it's because people are maybe starting to forget that we saw the guns. Yes, of course we did. Enough about Gigabyte. This time we have Umamu Nora. She looks so respectful, man. She sends a video that she was recording. It leaked. It's not a leak. She sent it to the wrong group. Then the people that received it call it a leaked video. But it's horrible, bro. I mean, you see all kinds of stuff that you really do not want to see, especially from Umuntu Omdala. And I mean, I think the one part that really just gets me going and worries me is how do I explain this to my children? And I mean, our kids, we give them phones at the age of 10 these days. Do you think her children haven't found those videos? They probably have. Now, what's going on in that house? How's the relationship like? How is she supposed to give orders and command her children to go and wash the dishes when they've seen her, if you know what I mean? Yes, you can leave your comments. The QR code is right there. You can scan it. And if you do scan it, we'll be able to converse and we can talk. You can tell me how you feel about that. It was one of those stories that was really far from being expected, especially at this time and day and age when the ANC is already in so much problems and trouble, you know?
Stay Scoop Wire on the Voice on the Move Radio.
Yes, of course, we do. We drop all of those jams that you love very much so, and we make sure that we play them for you so that you can enjoy them. Besides Umamu Nora, I mean, these stories just keep on going. We learned about Umamu Nora, and we were still worried about that. We were like, oh man, these things are just terrible. Why is this thing happening, especially at this day and age? Lovely things are happening on the other side of the shores, of course. A$AP Rocky. Dude, after that huge, long court battle. I mean, he was said to have done something horrible, shooting someone. 4 years in and out of court, dragged through media, actually affected his career, even stopped recording at some point. Had people, wondering if he is actually responsible of doing such an act. I think one thing that we actually can appreciate from this whole experience is the fact that the girlfriend, Rihanna, look at how beautiful she is. There she is. She's been right there next to the dude from the start. I know some of our sisters are very quick to make judgment. This lady stood right there and she didn't have to. This is the kind of lady that doesn't ask for data. The kind of lady that doesn't ask for what do they call it? Allowance. She makes her own bag. And while she makes her own bag, she stands there by her man who's actually going through the hardest of times. And she stood right till the end. We saw that big hug. With my judgment, the judge prescribing the judgment, the gentleman turned around, hugged his lawyer, and flew. I mean, he flew into the arms of his girlfriend at the present moment, girlfriend. And, they just celebrated together. I think we do have a video here that we might just throw in there for you to just see what the mood was like. Let's check it out.
We want to thank God first. You got to thank God first, you know what I'm saying? And I really want to thank the jury for making the right decision, and I'm just so thankful.
Lovely shots there. And of course, stuff is exclusively delivered to you by Voice on the Move Radio. The Gist is the name of the show. As you can see there, the lovely shots that are showing the man just walking through the crowds there. He's got the paparazzi, they're taking shots. Absolutely an amazing time. And to be relieved of such a stress. We understand that and to be told right at the end, actually you didn't do it, and now we know. Such a huge relief. But I think the one thing that is a real positive is the fact that Uri was there all the way. Now, the comments that were actually coming through from most of the people that are like, hey man, she's in love, she's a die-hard kind of a lover who can stand next to you through the hardest of times. And because of that reason, I think A$AP Rocky should actually do the right thing. No, man. Guy, just put a ring on that finger. Make sure that you put a ring on that finger. So I think we should be hearing some, wedding bells coming through very soon. Hopefully, if the dude acts right, because one of the stories again, and we steady flow with it. I know, Guti, that is getting a whole lot of people excited. If you do have a comment, you can definitely drop it for us, and we'll have a look at it together, and we can just discuss it. The next story that we have for you. In the Jesus Christ, there's a thing that happens in the Americas. Jesus Christ Superstar is a thing that is almost like a tradition now, where they have a play and Jesus is portrayed by different actors. I think this has actually been carried out where you even find this in movies. But the movies didn't just take it from nowhere. The movies themselves take it from what is written in the Holy Book. That's the Bible, isn't it? It tells us that he is the risen Savior. He, referring to a man. They took quite a stance on this one. I commend the producers for the stance that they took. Cynthia Erivo. I think a lot of people would ever actually know her for the fact that she's made a lot of cameos in the previous times, especially in the music scene and actually in the big screen. But on this particular one, she's playing Jesus Christ. She's female. And besides the fact that she's female, I think one thing that really gets people kind of not so easy about this whole situation is that she's got the appearance. I mean, I'm not one to judge, but she's been said to portray kind of a look that is not so, you know what I mean. But for whatever reason, the producers of this particular screening decided that she's the one who's actually going to pull it off. They've actually tried to stand up and say like, no ways, no, not her. No ways. We should actually find someone else who can actually play this role. But it looks like she's the one who's actually scored it, and she's going to be running with it. Cynthia Erivo is set to star in the next Jesus Christ Superstar showbiz that is going to be released, and you can already see that she's making some interviews. There's a one that we are reading here, which is from Pop Crave. Cynthia Erivo will play Jesus Christ in rock music Jesus Christ Superstar at the Hollywood Bowl. So a lot of people obviously are commenting on this. I don't know how you feel about it. Maybe you can tell us how you feel about it. They hate Christianity. I'd love to see what would have happened if it was Muhammad who was played by a man. That's one of the comments that are coming through by Autonomous Ellizone. Well, you can obviously see that people are not having it. Do it for Jesus. That's another one that is coming from Batista. Is it Fantastic? One of the commenters that are just coming through. But there's basically varying comments on the story, and we'd basically like to know how you feel about it. While we are at it, we're going to be giving you more of those jams because jams are all that we are about. Oh yes, of course. How could we even leave it out? Susukazi Arosi, our very own superstar. Ngicabanga ukuthi abantu abaningi bazi iculo lakhe ingane kamalume izalwa ngabelungu abamnyama abelungu abamhlophe, all of that. That's a beautiful song that was made very popular by the beautiful lady and she's actually unfortunately lost her life just this couple of days in the past, which points to the fact that, you know, Lento Impilo can never be predicted. Here's a superstar that has always kept a low hit. She's never been one to be in the limelight, you know, being in high rotation. She's always just done her art in a very humble, subtle kind of way. And we have lost her. Quite a loss for South Africans. And they have celebrated her music throughout the years, and we are doing the same as the radio station. It is Voice on the Move Radio. Make sure that you are part of the experience, and do send us those comments. We love taking those comments from you. There's a story also that came through. I know that at the present moment, this thing spans from a very long time ago in the Barat James Bond. James Bond, it's a thing that happens where they always have to get a new actor because he stays forever young. So there's a new guy that is in the pipeline. It has been confirmed, but there's still rumors that, you know, he can still be chopped. We're just waiting to see what the real outcome of that one is gonna be. But it's a developing story so long. 007. Everyone knows Ubani 007. It's one of those exciting ones. Let's go for a small ad break and come back with more jams because that's exactly what we're known for on Voice on the Move Radio.
You're listening to The Voice on the Move.
Them don't have to like it. Them just have to hear it. And when them hear it, them will like it. It's time for us to let go now. It's time for us to let go now. It's time for us to let go now. We don't wanna seem greedy. It's time for us to let go now. It's time for us to let go now. It's time for us to let go now. We don't wanna seem greedy. Maybe this is our fault. Maybe them don't need us. Maybe time will heal us. All we want is freedom. Even though it's their fault, but they blind to see this. Even those in government, they got a stake in the business. Drugs killing youth in the streets. Even government don't care. Can't feed your families. Even helping hands won't help. Wait till the kids grow up. Maybe then you'll feel the pain on how you could have made a change by breaking all their tie chains. Go ahead and call us names. Deep inside, you'll know the truth.
We just wanted more in our fruit. But it's fine, go ahead, buddy. Go ahead, buddy. Go ahead, buddy. Go ahead, buddy. We don't wanna seem greedy. We don't wanna seem greedy. We don't wanna seem greedy.
My heart keeps bleeding in every thought of you. Why do I keep on thinking of how we met and fell in love? I don't know why I can't forget you, even though I was the one who walked away. It's so unfair that I can have you, even though I need you every day. My mind keeps racing in every thought of you. I had to keep on chasing every time you stood me up. I don't know why I feel so guilty, even though you were the one who pushed me away. It's so unfair that I can have you, even though I need you every day. I need you, I need you, I need you every day, every day. I need you, I need you, I need you every day, every day. It breaks my heart to say I need you, 'cause I do. It hurts so bad to say I need you, 'cause I do. It kills my pride to say I need you, 'cause I do. I need you, I need you, I need you every day, every day. I need you, I need you, I need you every day, every day. I need you, I need you, I need you every Why can't I be with you?
Absolutely music, well, at least absolutely beautiful music that you get to enjoy on The Gist with Oscar Msomi on your favorite radio station. It is Voice on the Move Radio. And of course, just looking at everything that we were able to bring to you on this particular show, as it were. And of course, looking at the time right now, it is only 2:45. So we're basically right at the bare end of the show, as we only left with 15 minutes and we're still steady flowing with it. The topics that we were able to cover for you today today. We looked at that budget speech. We looked at Zenzo nightclub. We looked at Starlink and what's really happening between Ubabu Elon Musk and Cyril Ramaphosa's ANC. Sex offenders registry, Bob, those claims. It was quite a lot that we looked at today. Anela, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, it's quite a lot, and we've gone through and touched on the topics, and we hope that the public is going to comment more on that. Hearing their side, what they think of the topics and whatever's going on in their country.
Yeah.
And it's a good thing that they know, they are informed of what's going on around them.
Absolutely. And, that entertainment part, we spoke about the sex video, the sex scandal video. Do they never learn? I mean, Aneta, you might have some kind of, would you do something like this if you were in the limelight? I don't know. I don't actually get it.
Oh man, what I can say is that people need to be careful.
Yeah.
Like in this time of the way things are happening.
Yeah.
Like even someone when someone asks you for like a picture, it's called nudes.
Yeah.
I don't think you should agree to that. Just object. Just say no.
Yeah.
I can't do that. Like, because you never know what's the agenda of the person, and even if they do not have that agenda, but it could mistakenly leak, and then boom, you're
And
trending.
all your shenanigans are out
Yeah,
there.
you should just be careful and just keep whatever's in your body to yourself. Look at the mirror. If you want to take a picture, just look at the mirror.
And appreciate those pictures yourself, right?
Yeah, guys, we have to be careful. Yeah.
Don't share. That's the advice coming there from Anita. Say, don't share those pictures. Even if your boyfriend don't do it. He's gonna look at it and want to show his friends also, and then that's your picture going around the world. Nora Mahlango learned that the hard way this weekend because after she sent that that video to the wrong group, all hell broke loose. Ukikaba will also be there. Maybe he can just consult Ukikaba. My advice would say, ASAP Rocky, what an amazing experience. I mean, he almost went down for murder, and it looks like he actually came out clean.
Well, actually, for someone who's gone through court processes, and it's very traumatic for him, actually.
Yeah.
And at the end, only finding out he's not found guilty.
I think
I actually applaud Rihanna for supporting her boyfriend all over. I'm thinking here, with their kids still young, she would have to explain that their father went to jail and for some reasons, and actually it would be for someone to be a single mother to young children, it would be a very traumatic journey for her, even if she would manage financially, of course, but then not having a father to your children, being there with you and raising your children, which is something that you have pictured to happen, and then this comes up, and then
it's
they
quite a
get
knocker.
convicted. Yeah, I applaud her for supporting him, and actually this is like I'm gonna be with you through thick and thin. So, I heard you mentioning that maybe
They should get married, isn't it?
Yes, they should.
Absolutely. Well, you're tuned into your favorite radio station. It is Voice on the Move Radio, and it is this kind of show that we do where we bring you all of those stories that are hot and happening out there. And it's not just that. We give you some sports, as you did get the sports from Umagu. And, the stuff that we bring is all the stuff that is happening in the entertainment front as well. We do ask you to be part of the family by joining us on all social media platforms. You can, subscribe. We are there on YouTube. Make sure that you're part of that experience. Subscribe and press the bell so that whenever we have a show ready for you, it's right there waiting for you to just, watch it, because you're going to get that notification. TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, all social media platforms. We are there. And if you press that like and follow, you have made the right choice. It's The Gist with Oscar Msomi, and this is the kind of stuff that we bring to you. And more than that, it's the music as well. Remember, you can be part of the experience, and you can score yourself 5 gigs of data by simply sending us a message and commenting on YouTube, telling us exactly how you feel about the show, and telling us what you're up to as it is a Sunday. Of course, drawing at this moment, as we draw closer and closer to that final moment of the show, I always try to bring up these topics that always leave people baffled. And I don't intend to leave people baffled. It's just that I believe that there are things that we don't ever pay attention to. What am I talking about at this present moment? They call him Ura. They call him Akhenaten. They call him Umvelinqangi. Bambiza ngelanga. Yebo, impela maningi amagama that are associated by, attributed to the source of energy the last portal that we have, which joins us to the primordial being. Esingamazi uNkulunkulu asimazi sikazi sambona futhi kahle hle bahlezi besho ukuthi ongambona ngasabe lenkinga. In any event, he created something, or it created something, or she created something. Ngithi yabona asimazi kahle hle ukuthi uNkulunkulu yini. But whatever he is or it is or she is, it created something which is a magic that we experience every single day of our lives. We look for magic, and abantu who put people in boxes and cut them in halves, they call it magic, although it has been debunked for such a long time, and over a long period of time we've been told those are tricks. Real magic happens in this world, but we never see it. The magic that happens in this world is the fact that we have a sun that sustains us, a sun that gives us energy, a sun that without we would die in a space of 2 weeks. Without it, even the crops that we eat would not survive. Without it, the crops that are eaten by the cows that we end up consuming would die also. Abanye abantu bake bathi attribute it to whatever you want it to be attributed to. We put words and sometimes we even dress it up. Abalungu actually did something very amazing by making sure that we have a depiction of some sort. The same thing that comes up masikhuluma nje ngomveli nqangi. Kuqhamuka isithombe sodwa la ekhanda lethu uNkulunkulu uJesu. Kuqhamuka isithombe sodwa nje sensizwe emhlophe nenwele namehla blue. That hasn't actually been confirmed to be true because there are other things that are coming up, like we heard just recently as Putin put it up after opening those vaults. So it's actually uNkulunkulu umuntu omnyama. Even there could be wrong or right. We do not know. All we know is that uNkulunkulu basinikeza ilanga leli kuyilona esinikeza impilo. So ancient Kemet and Egypt were very, very, very observant. So they gave praise. They venerated the sun. Balimbiza ngoNkulunkulu, balibiza ngora. Kahle hle abesuthu basasho namanje bathi Ramasedi. These things we don't take we take for granted. We don't give them any appreciation because we don't understand them. But uyibuze nje nawe ukuthi kahle hle uNkulunkulu angasabe yini ngaphandle kwalento esiyibona every day of our lives. The very same uNkulunkulu that is able to walk on the water as you stand on the opposite side of a shoreline looking at the sun crossing the waters. It is able to. No man has been able to do that, but the sun is able to. The Son of God. Ilanga. So appreciate the sun every single day of your life. Move on, Jackson. Go and stand there and look at it and appreciate it for what it is. Because I don't think that you actually appreciate it enough. You think it's just the sun. It's a ball of energy that crosses your life for 12 hours every single day until the last day of your breath. Because when experience a logo. And if we do not know these things and if we don't take cognizance of them, we're going to miss it. And we shan't do that because we are supposed to be appreciative of primordial things. It is Oscar Msomi on your favorite radio station. It's Voice on the Move Radio. The name of the show is The Gist, and it comes live to you every single Sunday. Make sure that you're part of the experience. Let's give you more music because music is exactly what we're known for. There's a lovely song right here. Ashtray, That Might Be True. It's a kind of song that you can definitely enjoy on your favorite radio station. Do enjoy.
Put it on to my tab. Got a threshold that will never fail. Can't believe that you're the one that left. Gave you everything and nothing back. Put it on to my tab. Got a threshold that will never fail. Can't believe that you're the one that left. Gave you everything and nothing back. When you called my name, walk my way, I can barely stand. What kind of game you play? On my name, my name. If you gonna put your mind to it, let your heart follow through. Said I'm grateful for such love. If I'm alone, how can I walk? Put it on to my tab. It's got a threshold that'll never fail. Can't believe that you're the one that left. Gave you everything and nothing back.
fair. Can't believe that you're the one that left. Gave you everything and nothing back. I will lose all I've got before I lose myself. No matter how much I try to set it right, disadvantage every time. It's never my game, I'm just at a sub. It's never my game, I'm just at a sub. It's never my name, this is a service. What kind of game you play? A parking ticket, it's all I ever did on to my tab. It's got a threshold that will never fail. Can't believe that you're the one that left. Gave you everything and nothing back. Put it on to my tab. It's got a threshold that will never fail. Can't believe that you're the one that left. Gave you everything and nothing back.
It is Voice on the Move Radio, and of course, it is Oscar Msomi on your favorite radio station. It is Voice on the Move, and of course, this show is The Gist. It comes live to you every single Sunday from 1300 hours all the way till 1500 hours, where we bring you nothing but the best when it comes to just the normal conversations that we have. And the fact that you can come through and it makes it so easy for you to comment. Like we do have that WhatsApp number. I think it's best that you get your phone and record it. It's 074 517 4583. It's actually 074 517 4983. Do record the number, at least just save it so that you can send those comments and we'll read them online and even play those voice notes for you. We did bring you everything that has to do with the current affairs. We also looked at entertainment, and we just love it so much when you come through and share your day with us. And the music, of course, is to die for. I mean, the music that we just bring for you is the kind of stuff that you want to hear on a Sunday. I mean, you can go to any other radio station out there. They'll give you all of that kind of stuff that you will hear from A, B, C, 3 radio stations. They all play the same stuff. We play exclusive music because we call ourselves exclusive. We're the new kids in town, and we make it hot in this fashion. Come again next week and enjoy your radio station, Voice on the Move Radio, with Oscar Msomi on The Gist, as we will have it. Anela is still going to be here. She's part of the family. Thank you so much for being part of the experience. Come through and enjoy. Anela.
Lovely having a conversation with you, Oscar, and the viewers. So to just wrap it up, my name is Anene Zuma. I'm a student journalist at DUT, and I'm a contributor here at Voice on the Move Radio. And hopefully I hope to converse with you guys next week, Sunday, same place, same time.
Lovely. See you next week. Bye, fam. Yes, I know that you love it. The kind of music that we drop for you is absolutely amazing. You can definitely do the same. We are accepting music. Bring it to us in that MP3 format. It's studio@vmradio.co.za. I'll repeat, studio@vmr or at least vmradio.co.za. By sending us that music, we simply add it into the playlist and then the world can enjoy it. Man, listen, it's the hottest jams that we actually drop for you, and I know that you love it. You enjoy it, aren't you? Now, you can do the same if you're a DJ and you've already submitted your music with us, like you've got nice hot mixes that you actually do. I'm going to say it again because I know there's a lot of DJs that are out there. If you are a DJ and you have submitted your music to us, you can actually go and search your music to see if it is on our playlist by going to www.vmradio.co.za. And then request your playlist. Just there on the search button, write your name, see if it's already there, and you can have it. We'll play it online as well on the next show. You can definitely come through and enjoy it.